Hello world, Shelly here, and today we are going to do a little get ready with me chit chat style. I have some new-ish, emphasis on the ish, makeup from the drugstore that I'm going to play around with, and I just want to give you an update on where I've been. If you follow me, you probably noticed I was missing for about a month. I was still here and there on Instagram in my stories and whatnot, but I'll tell you the story of where I've been, what I'm doing, where we're going from here. Got my trusty Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar. So necessary. Let's take a look at what we're going to play with today. I have a few things from the CoverGirl Exhibitionist line. I got a couple of their single shadows. I want to compare the shade of one of them to my very favorite Pat McGrath single shade. I got one of the new lip balms from the Go Green line from Maybelline. I actually have a bunch of CoverGirl too. The Lash Plumping Mascara. This is the Age... CoverGirl Age... What is the heck? Oh, I already threw the box away, but it's the Age Perfect. Plumping Mascara. We'll see how that rolls. I also have their Exhibitionist Lash Enhancing Liquid Liner and the Easy Breezy Brow. This is the 24-hour Brow Ink Pen. We'll play with the glitter. This is not new. I've had these forever and I love them. I'm already wearing the Pacifica kind tint, and I did some spot concealing because I got some little friends going on here with the number 7. This is the Lift Illuminate Serum Concealer. So that's already happening on my face. I'm going to prime my eyes with my MAC Paint Pot in Painterly. So let's talk about where I've been. It all was going so well. I was really caught up on posting and getting my schedule back together. Well, as the end of the semester rolled around, you guys may or may not know, if you don't know, I am a professor of media arts and design at James Madison University here in Harrisonburg, Virginia, and go SMAD, go Dukes. And finals week, I fell behind on editing. I had a couple of videos filmed, which are the ones that you just saw last week, but I fell behind on editing. So what else is new? It's finals week. Yeah, that's my life. And then I had a conference to go to in Las Vegas, and you guys probably, if you follow me on Instagram, that's where I post, like in my stories there, I post my like day-to-day life. That's where you're gonna see if I'm traveling. That's where you're gonna see my cats. That's where you're gonna see if I go to CVS and do a little CVS car haul. Like, that's where that stuff happens. So I went to Vegas, and we're gonna use my Broken Flower Beauty Heat Wave bronzer. And it was the Grow with Video Live conference. If anybody here is a creator, and I know some of you are, at least a couple of you are, making videos, follow Think Media if you don't already. I've been following them since what feels like the beginning of time, since they've been brand new, and now they're a very big player in the not only video production product reviews, but also in the space of helping people get their, become creators, become content creators. So anyway, so I was at that conference, and it was wonderful. Had a great time. I have a lot of plans for this channel that I still need to kind of hammer out and get into a form that I can verbalize them to you, because I'm still all over the place figuring everything out. But we got big plans, you guys. Big plans. Big plans for this channel. And so I was at the conference. Yeah, so I was not editing videos. I'm like, whoa, what story was I telling? How I fell behind. So I was at the conference, and it was awesome. And Flower Beauty, none of these are a surprise, I know. I'll get to the new stuff in a second. I just feel naked without the structure of my face. Well, I had a blast. won some money playing bubble craps. Yay! Love bubble craps. And I caught the Rona. Caught the Rona. First time I had the Rona. But I'm vaxxed and boosted, so it was very mild and it was not a problem. And it only lasted a few days. I came home, I was negative, and then a couple days later I was positive. Anyway, what ended up being the bigger problem was that I lost my voice for like 2 weeks. Could not talk. And that is pretty much what made filming impossible because I literally had no voice. And I'm sure there were people in the world that were like, yay, she shut her pie hole. But I could not film. So that was where I went. I basically was just offline because I could not really film anything. Then, as I was finishing my quarantine, I got a kitten. Why did I get a kitten? Why do I need more cats? I don't know. This was actually totally unexpected, and I have to jump back to before we left, we meaning me, for Vegas. But let's talk makeup real quick. Let's get this started here. So first thing I want to do is compare this CoverGirl Exhibitionist Velvet Mono in the shade Dig Deep. And I want to compare it to, this is Pat McGrath. Oh, I need Sherlock. I cannot see. Pat McGrath. Statuesque, that's what it's called. How did I forget that? You know how I forgot it? Because this was lost in my travel bag. And I thought it was gone forever. I thought I left it at a hotel, but before the pandemic. But I found it. All right, it does look like it's a little bit, the CoverGirl is a little bit lighter. I was hoping for a nice crease shade. So I'm just going to swatch these on the back of my hand. The CoverGirl is a little bit more chalky feeling, not as smooth and velvety as the Pat McGrath. Okay, the Pat McGrath is much warmer undertone, but actually that might be a beautiful transition shade. It's a nice cool beigey undertone. It's that beige gray that I love. You know me. All right, let's see what we got here. Wash these off of here. I'm going to use this. We're going to start as a sort of crease transition. It is a bit powdery. See what just kind of came up? I'll see if I can see how much powder kicks up. It's pretty powdery. That doesn't necessarily have to be a problem though. So, right before I went to Vegas, so I have a handmade soap company with my friend Judy. We are called the Quirky Creators. You can find us at qcsoap.com, and I was at a vendor event at a farmer's market right before I left for Vegas, and somebody left a box of kittens. And long story short, I wanted to rescue one of them that was left at the end because I just didn't feel like she would have as good of a life if she went back out into the world, because you know, any animals that cross my path or live in my yard or live in my house, you know, if you're a bird, if you, the bird's outside, the cat's in my house, the fish in my house, if you are an animal that crosses my path, you live a jackpot of a life. That is just, I love my animals, and that's just how I roll. So, but I was leaving the next day to go to Vegas, and one of the kind women there said, listen, if you promise that you will come get this kitten when you get back from your trip, then I will take it home and watch it until you get back. Of course I said yes. So she's actually sleeping right over there, but I'm not going to wake her up and show you unless she comes over here, because kittens never sleep. They're crazy. So anyway, I got the kitten. So when quarantine ended, I came home from Vegas, then I had the Rona. Then I was out of quarantine. I went and picked her up. Now, I have 3 other cats. You guys see Ziva quite regularly. She does photobombing of my videos. But I also have Daffy and Polly. They're all rescues. And so the process of acclimating a new kitten into a 3-cat household, now a 4-cat household, is very time consuming. I didn't have a voice anyway, so I couldn't have been filming, but I was also highly anxious just about the whole process, seeing if everybody's going to get along, if everything's going to work out. Yeah. All right, this is the shade 100 Vibin in the CoverGirl as well. I'm going to use my Sigma E25. Bad YouTuber. Turn my phone off. Let's see. I think these are actually going to go together well. I have a little bit of fallout happening. So the introduction process of the kittens, I follow pretty much the Jackson Galaxy approach. I can't quite do as much with his whole feeding on opposite sides of a door because I free feed my cats. I mean, I feed them twice a day, but I leave the rest out for them. So that process of having them eat on opposite sides of a closed door doesn't really work because I can't control when they're hungry, which is why you shouldn't free feed, because food is a powerful motivator. I understand, but that's just not how I do things. It's whatever. But thankfully, they got used to her pretty quickly. Within a week, I had the rest of the cats basically not tragically hissing at her. No one ever attacked her, which is nice. Oh, I heard some sounds. I think she might be waking up. But it went really smoothly. It did. And she's basically a saint of a kitten. I mean, she runs around like a maniac, of course, like they all do. But she's used the litter box from day one. No issues there. She's a snuggle bug. She's like super sweet. I heard her jump just now. I wonder if she's coming this way. If she is coming this way, I will get her up here. Is that you, Charlie? Are you awake? She's curling back up. I'm sorry. I can't. If she's gonna stay still, I gotta leave her there. Ziva's in here too, so I think I was hearing her making some noise. Yeah, I feel her. She's by my leg. That's Ziva. You just might get a cameo one way or the other. So yeah, the introductions have been shockingly easy. You know, everybody was hissing for a little while, but there's Ziva, baby. Everybody was hissing for a minute, and they still hiss at each other occasionally, but yeah, everything has gone really well. I just took her to the vet day before yesterday, and clean bill of health. She's feline leukemia negative. Did I tell you her name? It's Charlie. Named after Kelly McGillis's character in the original Top Gun. I have not seen the new Top Gun yet. It does bother me what I've heard about. So they don't even reference Charlie's character in the new Top Gun. And apparently she was never even asked to be a part of it. And she believes it's because, well, she's in her 60s now and she aged appropriately. She doesn't look like she's 30. And, you know, that's probably true, and that is probably what happened, and that's probably why she's not in it. And that annoys me greatly, but I still have to see the movie because Top Gun is like, oh, Ziva, this is my life. Top Gun is, I mean, I can recite the entire movie, the original. You gotta get down. Come on, scooch, scooch. Scooch, get down. Thank you. This is nice for just a little two shadow look going on here. So yeah, I haven't seen the new one yet, but that is where Charlie got her name from, the Kelly McGillis's character Charlie in the original Top Gun. I'm going to go back with just a little bit of the original color here and make sure I don't lose my crease. So that is how I got a kitten. And so she's been to the vet. She's no ear mites, no kitten hernia. She's feline leukemia negative. She got her first round of shots. We're going to wait a couple of months. She's 8 weeks old. We're going to wait a couple months before we do anything with spaying her. But she will be spayed when the time comes. Let's do some eyeliner, shall we? This is the CoverGirl Exhibitionist Lash Enhancing Liquid Eyeliner. It looks like it's a felt tip pen. I've been on a liquid liner kick again, you guys. I have to look into my mirror. I'm not going to do any kind of wing or anything today. I'm just going to kind of go right along the edge and give me just a little bit of oomph along my lash line. I go through phases where I love liquid liner. Well, it's hard to talk and do liquid liner at the same time. My youth was entirely liquid liner. I wore it every day. The wing, that was my life. Yep, that's what we're going to do today. So the aging process has been a process that includes mourning the loss of being able to do a wing, because I can't do a typical wing the way I did my whole childhood because of my droopy outer corners. And so that's a bummer, but it is what it is. And I'm pretty sure that I'm totally messing up this side. It's okay. Let's even it out a little bit. I usually do not do liquid liner on camera for this reason. It's okay though. You guys know I am no beauty guru. I'm just a regular person that loves the heck out of makeup. Alright, let's see. Is this really a matte finish? Yeah. It's not creeping up into any of my crepey lines. It's not doing any of that. I think it's waterproof too. And it says matte black and it's got lash serum in it, which, you know, I don't know how much is actually going to impact my lashes from something like a liquid liner, but I'm never mad to have it there. You know what I'm saying? Like, skincare and makeup, it's never going to be enough on its own, but I'm also not mad that it's there. I'm glad to have it. So, yeah. Charlie got a clean bill of health. Last night was the first night that she slept not locked up, where she was allowed to be with the rest of the cats. It's her second day of house freedom. So that's been a lot of fun. Now, my mom is a saint, and let me tell you why after we check out the Lash Plumping Mascara from CoverGirl. Ooh, I love this kind of wand. This is my favorite kind as I stab myself in the hand. It's curved. It's got lots and lots and lots of bristles to it. Let's get this off before I make a hot mess. All right, let's see here. So, I'm in the next couple weeks leaving for Ireland to do my study abroad program that I teach for JMU. And of course I just got a kitten. So my mom is a saint. She is going to take care of the cats while I am gone, including taking Charlie to her next vet appointment. And there is one coat. Very nice separation of lashes. I really like it when it looks like you have a million gazillion lashes. That is my favorite kind of a look from a mascara. So there's these side by side. Let's do a second coat just to see where it takes us. This, I would say this is a combination volumizing with a little bit of lift and a little bit of length to it, because it is giving me some kind of dramatic looking lift. And I'm liking this. I'm liking this. I like the million lash look. I like the separation. I'm thinking this one's going to be a winner. This also has lash serum in it for improving lashes and lash growth and all that good stuff. I can't really say that any of these do a ton. You know, I've been using the Exhibitionist Stretch and Strengthen mascara, which also has some lash serum in it. You know, I just think it doesn't hurt to have the extra skincare type stuff, ingredients in there. I don't know if you can get enough from a makeup product to impact it as you would with skincare, but I'm not complaining about it. I'd rather have it there than not have it there, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I have a bunch of trips kicking off with a few weeks in Ireland. I'm only going to Galway this year. The program's actually starting without me. We didn't get enough students to have full faculty for the whole trip. So I am staying back, and I will meet up with them when they get to Galway. They go to Dublin and Derry first. Of course I got mascara all over my eyes, because that's just what I do. That is just what I do, you guys. So yeah, I will catch up with the program in Galway in a couple of weeks. And my plan, I'm hoping I can get, as we get this channel back on track, let's check out brows. This is the Easy Breezy Brow 24-hour brow ink pen. I think I got the dark brown shade. It's got a spoolie on one side, which I like. And let's just fill in. I got some like sparse little spots in the front here that I like to try and just thicken up a little bit. I'm terrible at drawing brows. I'm like super terrible. So usually I just come in here and draw a little bit, and then I take the spoolie and try to smear it out so you can't see how bad I messed it up. Ooh, that's a really soft spoolie. That's interesting. And it just gives a little bit of, fills in some of my gaps, you know? I just have some gaps. But I think I need one more little... I will say this pen is not doing... It's blending nicely is what I'm going for. Is you know, I can't really speak to the people that draw the fine, precise lines and like leave the lines in their brows like that, because that's just not how I do this. What I'm liking is that it's not putting out a ton of product, so I can kind of get in here and draw and not worry about too much, like putting too much product into my brow. But I can also see how people that expect more product would probably not like this. I'm liking it. This is kind of exactly what I want. It's behaving exactly how I would like it to behave. All right. Oh, Ziva, really? Let me get my beloved e.l.f. brow lift. Love this stuff. So here's where we're going. I'm hoping that I will have my weekly product reviews. Foundation or a concealer might be coming too. I have a few concealers you guys have asked me for that I want to review. So I'm going to get those up hopefully on Fridays. And then as I'm traveling, I hope to get some vlogs up for you guys. So that will be kind of the rest of the summer, like what I'm doing for the rest of the summer, because I've got a few back-to-back trips. I have a couple conferences I'm going to this summer, and so I'll have some travel footage probably. And then what? Yeah, this is my life. This is my life. So I'll have some of that going on and get the posting back on track. I have soon, I will give you guys an update on something that will eventually be an app. It's a website at the current moment, and it's just in its infancy. It's a tool to help generate color schemes from eyeshadow palettes. Get down. Thank you. So testing for that I will talk about soon. All right, let's get a lip on here. I don't even know what color I got. This is the Maybelline Green Edition Balmy Lip Blush. Oh, here's the shade. I need Sherlock. Sherlock. 900, nope. 006. Upside down. Dusk. All right, let's check this out. All right, all right, all right. It's one of these. It's one of these. It's fruity. That's a lot of fruit happening right now. It feels like a balm. It's a little bit opaque, but a little bit sheer, which is a description that makes no sense, but it's doing a little bit of the butthole thing. Let's hopefully fix this. Maybe not. Maybe it's just more sheer. I don't know. I kind of like the fruitiness. I'm gonna have to decide if I like that or not. It feels hydrating. That's a good thing. But it's interesting. All right, there's the hair. Also, I cut my hair again. Well, I didn't cut it. I went to the stylist. I definitely need to dye it before I go on my trip. I walked into the stylist and I said, "Too much hair, too much hair." And then I showed her a picture of, do you guys remember Natalie Imbruglia in the song Torn in that video? I showed her that video and I said, give me her hair. It's grown out a little bit. It's been a few weeks because I cut it before I traveled, but that's back in my 90s self, and oh, I love it short. It's so much easier. It's so much cooler. So much easier to deal with. It's so much easier to dye it. Oh my goodness, I use so much less product. It's awesome. But so that's kind of where we're at, where we're going, where I've been. Hopefully I will not have another unexplained absence for a while, because that was totally unintentional and unexpected. But I have some big plans that I will be telling you guys about as the summer rolls on. Things that I want to implement over the next year or so. Yes, I am looking long term at all of these things. I've got plans. I've got plans, you guys. And I think you're going to like them. So, I'm so glad to be back. I'm so appreciative of all your messages, of people that were checking in on me, making sure I was okay, asking where I was, all the welcome backs. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm doing good. Everything's fine. I just had no voice for a few weeks, and hopefully, and you can probably tell my voice is not completely normal yet. I still sound like an alien to myself, but everything's good. Everything's going in the right direction, and we got good things coming. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks for your support. Thanks for hanging in there. Thanks for your concern. Thanks for being the most awesome community on YouTube that there is. Thanks for being my people. As always, thanks a lot for taking some time out of your day to geek out over makeup with me. I appreciate your time, and I hope you guys all have an awesome day or night wherever you are in the world. Take care of each other. Bye-bye.